and CMA USA. He has been serving different industries like oil and gas, textile, engineering at different leading roles, more than 2 decades. He is very active in social activities. Currently, he is serving ICMA UAE Branch Council as Vice Chairman and Chairman CBT Committee. He is host of CFO Coaching Club, Mecca Community for UAE chapter. He is also Toastmaster and served as club president as well as area director. He loves support and won the squash tournaments. He is also part of Aqua team. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Hira. Dear all, good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for joining today's webinar. You know why we are buying? I will just quote for understanding. Apple iPhone, not maybe Motorola, not maybe Nokia. People are preferring it. So there must be some reason that why high price is being paid for these kind of the products, while the functionality to some extent is the same. So this webinar is crafted finance with impact, crafting a brand that opens the doors. So what is the difference? We will like to understand the same institute, same certification, same age, even same community, but somebody is having a good ranking, somebody is having a good job, somebody is trusted more. So what is the reason? So today we are having a very charming, energetic, and I have personally witnessed his growth as a professional, not individual professional, but as a professional who is helping the other professionals for uplifting them in their profession. A very humble person. So Mr. Sayyid Nadeem, he's also the member of the ICMAP. Since more than 20 years, he is contributing and serving the finance community. He is also the founder of FNB Today and co-founder of the Money Mindset Academy. He is also serving as adjunct faculty at the Mecca CFO Academy. He is also member of the FNB Advisory Council at the Association for Finance Professionals. What he's having a strong belief is mindset matters. So mindset matters. What you think about yourself, that matters a lot. There is a very good quotation. Brand yourself for the career you want, not the job you have. I will not take much time, and we would like to learn how to brand ourselves, how to increase our network, how to increase our trustworthiness, and many, many more. With round of applause, I would like to welcome Sayyid Nadeem. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mashood bhai, for the introduction. I don't know how much is true for the lines you are saying now, and people are working with me from since many years. I'm engaging with LinkedIn and social media, so I'm trying my best to keep people motivated and keep them the fire of learning. So learning is always continued. This is the only thing that is consistently available with everyone, and we need to take a benefit on this. So before we start the presentation, the mindset is important. Everything is mindset. Your 90% success dependent on your mindset. If your mindset is not correct, you don't see the opportunities. You will see always the problems. So this is the main problem in our community in finance, that when they work in different organizations, when they work on themselves, when they work with their families, the only thing they can see is the problems, because everywhere is problems. But on top of it, there are many opportunities there, and people has to understand, people has to learn how to see the opportunities. So this is what I learned in my past experience, 5 to 6 years experience last, where I start seeing the opportunities through social media and LinkedIn. And today I'm taking leverage of LinkedIn and creating my personal brand, which is my name and my organization, which is my academy, where I help finance professionals in many things. So thank you again. Let me share my presentation today. So let me know if this is visible for everyone.
Yes, Nadeem, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, starting my presentation, before I start, are we having Q&A session in the end, or we can just go through the presentation, then we can take a question?
What we are going to do in order to have the more engagement, we can also ask the questions during the presentation, so it will be more interactive. But
Yeah.
ultimately, in the end, we will go for the Q&A session.
Okay.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you so much. So this is the topic here, finance with impact, crafting a brand that opens door. So normally as finance professionals, this is a very dry profession. And what we have learned in our past experience, we learned how to work hard. We don't learn how to work smart. So our education system is giving you some knowledge, IFRS, accounting, analysis, but many things we forget to learn in our life, where our soft part of the life, which is my human skills, I can say. So where we present how to storytelling, how to create the relationship with the people, how to build the trust with the people. So today, our session will not only cover the personal brand, but we will understand the power of soft skills, how you can build. And I'll give you some tips during the presentation. Maybe you can apply maybe from today or tomorrow. So be with me until the end of the presentation. So we will all learn together. So a little introduction, as Mashood Bhai already introduced something from my side. So 20 years of experience in different industries, working in Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. Currently, I am serving Zen Telecom company as a director of budgeting and cost management in Riyadh. I'm a founder of FBP today, which is the platform, digital platform, helping many finance professionals taking the courses from this platform. Also working as a co-founder of Money Mindset Academy that created along with my other co-founders. I'm hosting podcasts as well, which is every week we invite one leader in the industry and we release the podcast. People try to learn from them. I'm also member of FPN Advisory Council, which is AFP US based organization, very active on LinkedIn, proud member of ICMAP. Fellow member is not there, but I'm also associate member of ICMAP. MECA CFO Academy, I've done for MECA CFO certification and some other courses. About my platform, which is fbbtoday.com, already 1,000 plus people already signed up in different courses. So if you want to learn something new that can be helpful for you, you can go to website and visit the courses that you can take from them. So let's get started. Our main topic is personal branding. So this is my favorite slide, which I normally present when we start the presentation. So if I ask question from the people who wants change, everybody will raise the hand. But the second question, if I ask them who want to change, and that is the problem area, because this is the major problem. We want to see the world, change world, but when we bring this to ourselves, and there is an opportunity that if you want to say change yourself, that is a difficult part for us. So nobody will raise hand if they ask us, do you want to change? So today's session is very important for all of us. So why are we here? Because we want change. Not everybody can be joined, but whoever is joining this session, I hope that they will learn from this session and they will try to change themselves by the end of the session. So these are the learning objectives that we are covering in this section. We'll understand how to position yourself as a trusted finance leader. We'll understand how to differentiate your expertise in a competitive market, how you can leverage LinkedIn to attract the opportunities, how you have to communicate your unique value proposition, right? This is also a very unique part that you need to understand what is your unique proposition value. You have to understand master of art networking without self-promotion. This is also a very critical part in our career, and we'll understand what is the power of storytelling and how we lose the opportunity because we don't have these kind of skills. And then we will touch something about personal branding and leadership. So this is the overall. We have 1 hour. I'll try to touch all these points, maybe not in detail, but I will try to explain you everything what we are going to learn from today. So why personal brand? This is a number one question that we have to ask ourselves. Why personal brand is opportunity follow those who are known. The time has changed now. If you go back to 15 years ago, and if you are living in Pakistan in a city of Karachi, when job announced, you create the CV physically, you drop by the post office and CV goes to the office of HR. So what happened? How many CV they receive normally at that time? 25, 30. So your probability is very high. 1:30. So you understand what is the probability. It has to be in the past 15 years. But now we are in 2025. If one job is announced, what do you think how many people are going to apply? In thousands, maybe 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, depending on the company and depending on the country. There are many dynamics behind this. So if you are not known, people do not know, you will not get the opportunity. Today, if you are unknown, you follow the opportunity. But if you are known, opportunity will follow you. This is the power of personal branding. So trust is built before the first conversation. People don't offer you any job if they don't trust you. So if I am referring somebody, his CV to any company, I should trust him first before I submit to the CV. So there is a connection behind this. So your personal brand travel. If you are a known person, if people know you for something, your brand automatically travel through social media. If you're writing any post, you're writing any article, you are commenting on any post, so people can see you, you will be visible. So this is the power of personal brand, that you should be known for something. So what is personal branding? This is important part. So before we go into personal brand, we need to understand what is not a personal brand, because there is a lot of misunderstanding behind personal branding that people has to understand. Number one is your designation or title is not your personal brand. If you are CFO, if you are director, if you are a financial controller or finance manager, this is a designation that company is giving you to serve, to perform the task within the company. It doesn't mean this is your personal brand. It's not just logo and fancy design. If you have a good website, if you have a good profile, it doesn't mean you have a good personal brand. If you have a LinkedIn profile or CV, it's not only the personal brand you can portray from your site. It's not the number of followers. If I have 30,000 followers on LinkedIn, it doesn't mean I have a good personal brand. There are many people, they are creating bad ideas, bad posts, and they are also having the followers. So it doesn't mean you have a positive personal brand. It's not about self-promotion. It doesn't mean that if you think yourself somebody is also thinking in the same way. So this is also, you need to understand, it's not one-time activity. You need to work on your personal branding consistently. So it's not what you claim yourself. It's important that people has the same understanding what you think about yourself. So personal brand is the way you present yourself to the world, how people see you, remember you, and talk about you. So one of the important thing that I want to highlight here, that your online visibility is not only the way of personal brand, right? So your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. It's a famous line from Jeff Bezos, and this is so true. So how you see yourself, this is important, that you think that you are smart, you think that you are intelligent, you think you are trustworthy, you think that you don't lie, you think that people can rely on you. That is your perspective. This is one way of the picture. But how others see you, are you thinking about yourself? If other people has the same understanding and you are matching, this is called a personal brand. There should be no deviation. When you think that you are very good, you are knowledgeable, if somebody others person is also thinking in the same way, yes, what you are thinking is knowledgeable. So you can create some kind of collaboration, what you see yourself and what others see you. And that is called really a personal brand. So personal brand is not only online visibility. It's about, if you are known as a liar, that is also a personal brand. If you don't deliver your promises on time, this is also a personal brand. You are known for it. If you always complain and spread negativity, that is also a personal brand. If people know they can trust you with sensitive matters, this is also your personal brand. If you show up on time and keep commitment, this is personal brand. If colleagues come to you and advice and guidance, and you let them come to you and you can allow them to ask questions, you can help them, this is also your personal brand. If you bring solution instead of excuses, this is your personal brand. And if you're visible, never speak up, never add value, this is also your personal brand. So up to you how you are known for something. It's not about your online visibility, it's not about how many followers you have, but how people understand you and remember you. So this is very important in our life. It's something I'm touching to your personal habits. If you are somebody is like this, so you don't worry, you are building your personal brand. Personal brand can be positive, personal brand can be negative. So it's up to you how you want yourself to see people in you. So when you go to the personal brand, trust is number one activity that you have to understand. Trust something different. You cannot say plus trust me and people will start trusting you. Trust is something different. You have to work hard. It's need consistent positive attitude towards people. When people are coming to you, you are not helping them, you're helping them all the time. Whenever they come to you, they trust you. So trust is something different. So I give you one example of trust. That, for example, you are driving a car on the highway and you are going by 140 speed and your family is sleeping. It happens. I'm living in Saudi Arabia. If I'm planning to go from Riyadh to Jeddah by road and my speed is 140, how comfortably my family sleep in my car, So why it's happening? Is this the reason that you are a good driver? No, this is misunderstanding. They are sleeping well because they trust you. And this is the kind of trust you have to build with your family, that they can trust you so that they can sleep comfortably. And they are not trusting you because you are a good driver. They are trusting you that if something happens, God forbid, you will save them. You will save them. And this is called a trust. And this trust is applicable not only with family, it can be applicable with your clients, your colleagues, your audience, your family. So trust is a foundation of healthy relationship. So LinkedIn is something like this. If you are posting something, people should start trusting you. It takes some time. It's not something that will happen overnight, but it will happen by the time. I started LinkedIn in 2021 when some certain incident happened with me regarding my job. But when I started LinkedIn, nobody was liking me, nobody was posting my comment, nobody was sharing me. So there was a decision I could take that I should leave this because it's not growing. And second opinion that yes, I should work hard. It's a matter of consistency. Let's wait for 4 months, 6 months, 7 months. Result will come. But because when you start your car and going from Jaya to Jeddah, you will reach there definitely. Speed doesn't matter. The objective is you want to reach there or not. So LinkedIn is giving you that kind of leverage where you show your presence, where you show your personal brand, and people will start following you and start trusting you. So why LinkedIn? I'm just touching LinkedIn part because LinkedIn is fastest way to build your personal brand as a finance professional. So more than 1 billion members available on LinkedIn from 200 countries, including US, Canada. You know about LinkedIn. I don't need to describe you everything, but 1.2 billion members are available on LinkedIn. So this is the growth LinkedIn happening in LinkedIn. If you see from 2016 to 2025, this is an amazing growth that happened during last 5 to 7 years in LinkedIn. And there is a lot of opportunity available on LinkedIn. Your current company, your current boss is there. Your past company, your past boss is there. And your future company and future boss is there. Everybody can watch you any point of time. So why don't you take a leverage to share something positive, share something that create your personal brand and open the opportunity. So if you see LinkedIn's, there are many creators on LinkedIn. You will be surprised that out of 1.2 billion users on LinkedIn, only 16 millions are active creators, which is content creator. If you multiply the percentage, it's only 1.3%. 1.3%. Can you imagine how much opportunity you still have on this platform? 99% people are not creators. They are just readers. They're scrolling down the LinkedIn page. They're just readers. So you can be part of readers and you can be part of creators. It's up to you. So there is an opportunity where you can take benefit. I don't know how much percentage will grow after 5 years, but today, as of today in 2025, there is a more potential in LinkedIn if you want to. And there is another information is not there that 1.3% creators are including those they are creating text and they are creating video. If you go to video content, they are much lesser than 1.3. So it's in decimals maybe. So you can understand the power of opportunities available on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn can serve many purposes. It's not only about networking. It's not only about learning, job searching, client search, sales products, sharing insight and building products. It can have many things. You have to decide your purpose, why you are on LinkedIn. It's not only job search platform. It's not only networking. It's not only learning. It's for multiple things. And that is the benefit that you should take from LinkedIn that what is your purpose. If you want to find a job, you have to create the strategy, how you want to find a job. If you want to sell the courses, for example, I'm there on LinkedIn not to find a job. I'm there on LinkedIn to sell my courses. So my strategy is designed to sell the courses. If you want to learn something, your strategy should be different. So when you are coming on LinkedIn, you cannot find everything because everything is available, but not everything for you. So you have to understand first that what is your purpose of having on LinkedIn. So once you find the purpose, you have to create the roadmap to start with the LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is not about purpose only. You have a profile there. Profile is very important on LinkedIn. It's not about, it's more important than the CV, by the way. It goes first and then they ask you CV. Sometimes they don't ask you CV. LinkedIn profile is well enough for you. So define your purpose, then optimize your profile. You have to understand the whole LinkedIn profile optimization, how to manage the header, how to manage the heading. Because when you open the LinkedIn, people should create some kind of uh, uh, understanding about you. They understand who you are, the seeing your profile. Sometime and many times they don't call you for job offer because they understand who you are from your profile. If they understand you are the right person for this job, they will call you. If they will understand you are not the right person, they will never call you. So design your profile very carefully. Build your network properly. So if you are optimizing your profile and if you are finding a job on LinkedIn, your network strategy can be different. You cannot build the network with the doctors and engineers if you are a finance professionals. You want to build the network with the CFOs, with the HR recruiters. They are always visible on the LinkedIn. So create the right network strategically. It's not about everybody should be in your network because it's not possible. But every right person should be in your network. So join the community. There are many community there in LinkedIn. You can join, learn from them. There are a lot of webinars happening around the LinkedIn from different countries. You can build the network, share and engage. This is very important that you have to start sharing and engaging. And I'm sure that whoever is attending in this webinar, and I think majority of the people, the average experience should be 10 to 15 years. So you have learned many things in 10 to 15 years. You have very good experiences. You have very bad experiences. Why don't you start sharing from tomorrow? Right? So if you are engaging people in your post, you will be visible because try to understand LinkedIn platform. LinkedIn platform does not have any emotions. LinkedIn do not think like human. It's emotionless. It work for you when you work for LinkedIn. If you are silent, LinkedIn will become silent for you. There are many opportunities around the LinkedIn, but today opportunities are finding resources, not resources try to find the opportunities. So whenever you're writing or posting, you have to track and learn. There is some tools in LinkedIn that you can track your post. What is the impression, how many likes are there, how many comments are there. So keep track. Your post will help you how far you are going. So from tomorrow, I recommend you to start your roadmap and apply these things for time telling you into this webinar. So one of the important thing that normally unique value proposition is understandable by the marketing people. And since finance professionals are not marketing people, I don't say that you have to learn marketing, but you should know how to market yourself, how to sell yourself. So unfortunately, our education system is not teaching us that how to sell ourselves. This is a problem. But time has come that you have to learn that how to sell your product. It's not about product. It's not about, I'm not talking about your consumer product, but the product you have today is your skills, you have experiences, you have certification. These are your products and you have to sell it. If you sell it, there's a buyer to buy it. So you have to understand what is your unique value proposition. So if I give you one example, what is UVP, which is unique value proposition? It's clear statement of value you deliver in business terms. So here you have to answer 3 questions. Who do you help? Number 1. Number 2, what business challenge do you solve? And what measurable impact do you create? So these 3 questions, if you have the answer, you can create your UVP very easily. So let's move to the second slide. There are 3 elements of UVP, right? Number 1 is audience. number 2 is the problem, and number 3 is the impact. So let's understand one by one. What is audience? You are in a company, take an example like this, that who is trying to benefit from you? Your audience. And your audience can be your CEO, your audience can be your CFO, your managers, your immediate boss, and your business leader, investor, business units, many things. So who benefit from your work? So this is the idea you have to understand first. And number 2 is problem. What pain do you solve? If you are working in a corporate culture, if you are working as a finance manager, assistant manager, what are the pains are you trying to solve in the company? Maybe there is a lack of visibility, poor forecasting, inefficient cost management. So this is a problem you have to understand. And the impact. This is third important thing. What result do you drive? Saving cost, enabling growth. So if you have answer of these questions, you can create your UVP. So there is a formula of creating UVP. It's a simple line that I'm trying to tell you. For example, I help who achieve results by how. If you see this red brackets, you have to fill yourself. I help who achieve result. So if you go to the LinkedIn profile, there is a heading in most of the people, something like this. I help CEOs and business leaders make smarter decisions by translating complex financial data into clear business insights. So this is a UVP I can create for myself. You can create for yourself. So these are the UVP you have to create and show to the LinkedIn. Another UVP is I help companies improve profitability by identifying cost saving opportunities without hurting growth. So these are the lines that you have to build yourself and start creating the UVP. So one of the important thing that we need to touch here, building relationship. This is one of the important thing that we miss in our life. And these opportunities are everywhere on a daily basis. Whether you are working in your company, you are working in the events, you are going to events, you are in online, you are in the WhatsApp group. So relationship create a lot of impact in your life. You do not grow if you don't have the right relationship. The people are growing in their life, they are promoting in their life. It's not because they are ACMA, they have a 20 years of experience, they have too much skills and certifications. It matters. But when you want to grow fast, there is another skills you have to build, how to build relationship with the people. So it's an art, you have to learn it. So relationship is a vehicle on which you ride your career. So think of your career that you have a good strong relationship with you and you are going there. So when you remember, when you realize that sometime it happens that you are working with a CFO and you have a very good relationship with the CFO. When CFO left the company and go to another company, he again offer you in the same company. Why? It's not because you are a good accountant. It's because you have the good relationship. He can trust on you. If he is giving you some task, you will not let him down. These are the things you have to understand. So if you are, for example, your relationships are weak, you will not grow fast. So I know many people in Pakistan and different countries. I'm meeting with many people. They are so talented. They are so skillful. They have certifications and everything. But sometimes they are not growing. It's not about what is the certification they have. It's not about what is the skills they have. It's about what is the network they have. Sometimes they are sitting in the dreamless people. They don't have any dream. They are not planning to grow. So they live in this within these people, and after some time they become like them. So it was possible 15 years ago when Wi-Fi, internet, LinkedIn was not there. But today, if you are working in such kind of environment, you have a chance to live this environment. At least on weekends, you can spare some time and create some kind of relationship building. Work on LinkedIn, work on WhatsApp group, attend webinar. So relationship is something that you have to work on. So there is a secret of relationship. Relationship is not about taking. There is the misconception that when I have the relationship, suddenly I will send the CV. That will not work. You will break the relationship. The relationship is not about taking, relationship is about giving. So you should have a giving mindset when you start building the relationship. You have to find yourself how you can help this community, how you can help your peers, how you can help your boss. So these are the mindset you have to build. It's not only about money that you can give to the people. You can give the time, you can give the attention, you can give the encouragement, and you can give the value. So the first thing that people make the mistake, they think the relationship is all about asking something. No, it's wrong. That's the reason people are not able to build the relationship. Relationship is about building with giving mindset. So people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So listening is one of the important part of relationship. So if you are talking to someone, if you are not a good listener, you cannot build a strong relationship, because people want to speak and they want them to to ask something. They want you to listen them. They want to tell you their problems. If you don't have any solution, not. But if you can listen them for a time, the burden will be relieved. So that is the basic of building good relationship. You should be a good listener on this. So most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. And this is so true. I have seen many people in my life. They were just waiting for their turn. Then if they will stop, I will start to speak. So if you are listening, you have to be very calm. You have to be very patient. Try to understand, eye to eye contact, and that will help you to build relationships. So why active listening build trust? It shows respect, it signals empathy, it makes people feel seen and valued. It reduces misunderstanding, it encourages open and honest communication. So it has a lot of power in the listening. If you try to start practicing this, you will feel the difference in your life. So you have to build a relationship mindset. It's not about you can call everybody. No. As I said, relationship is a vehicle on which you ride your career. Uh, why you need relationship? It's a part of your job. You're working 9 to 5, 8 to 9 hours, 10 hours in your job. If you don't have good relationship, you will not enjoy your work. It's an investment. There is a ROI on the investment. I remember in 2021 when I lost my job. So I was trying to find a new job, and that was uh, the only asset I have at that time was my relationship. I call everybody that I can trust, and they really help me. So I was not expecting that I was building relationship for this purpose. When the time came, they really helped me a lot on this kind of things. So maybe your relationship will not work maybe next month, maybe next 2 months, maybe 1 year, but it has a long-term investment that you have to spend your time, and there will be a ROI when time will come. So keep them continue. Networking is a foundation of relationship. I always tell people that whenever you found an opportunity to go to the events, physical event or online event, go there and try to find at least 3 new friends, not enemies, from this network, and keep continuing. The problem is when you go to the event and if you exchange the card, the only thing that people can remember you if you message them within 24 hours. And this is a mistake people make. They don't contact them again. They found very good relationship. They are having lunch, they are having coffee with these people. But the moment event is finished, the relationship is finished. The only way to continue that relationship is to reconnect with them through WhatsApp or LinkedIn and tell them we met yesterday, and that is very, very good learning from your side. This message will help you and help him to remember each other for a long time of period. So the only thing you have to get out of your comfort zone, you need a giving mindset.
Before proceeding to next, Nadeem, we
Yeah.
have few questions, and especially
Yeah, for sure.
you addressed very right point. I will go in the reverse order, like when you talk about the you branding and helping and the contribution. Especially, we notice many times in the office environment, like people, especially finance people, are not trying to mingle up with the people, and because they are the number guys and making sure the compliance. So they are perceived as a enemy or the problem creator in the office environment. Okay, and even these people are not trying to break this yani perception and correct this perception. How somebody can build the it's trustworthy or helping perception within the office environment, that is more critical. And then another question for that one: why the finance people don't take the initiative to add the value, and why there is fear that this will add the more work on me instead of enhancing my branding and trustworthiness?
See, I tell you one thing, it's a brutal fact that finance people love in comfort zone. They work 9 to 5 job in the closed room. They have very busy schedule, closing, reconciliations, audit, analytics, monthly, month end closing. So they think that if we will leave this place in our office, who will do this job? So they are in comfort zone. If you want to create your brand, you want to create the relationship, you have to leave the office. If you are talking to the other department, it's not necessary you will talk to them when there is a need, when you need them from need something from them. So you have a lunch time, you can go there, and every day you can find new people and have the lunch. So you have to build the relationship, so when time comes that you need them, they will be available. So I give you one example. I used to present my income statement or profit and loss statement to the management in the meeting. So what the mistake I was doing, that I was, for example, you set the budget of $100 million and you achieve an actual $90 million. It means you have a shortfall of 10%. But last year you achieved 110, right? So the way we start in our presentation, we show the negative picture first, that we are not achieving our budget. And what happened with this line? Business leaders are sitting in front of you and they will think you are trying to pull in their leg, right? What if you can start the presentation that we have a growth in our sales from last year by 10%? It's a fact. But second line, you can say, however, we have a decline in our sales from budget. So these small lines can change the perspective of finance people. So it's very clear that you are not trying to pull the leg in the beginning. You are trying to help them to cover the losses. And in the end, you have to present. So it's a sequence what you are presenting into the meeting. If you can present something like this, or one of the presentation that we do some mistake, that if we have a presentation second day to the management, we bring with many surprises in the presentation. We don't discuss business leaders that what we are going to present. What if you can send your file for the pre-reading to the business leaders who is going to impact in the meeting? So you can align with the numbers. You can say, supply chain managers, boss, I'm trying to present these numbers. I'm just telling you for information. If you have an answer, just make it. That's it. You can send them pre-reading the part you are going to present. Unless this is the major mistakes we do. I used to do this mistake that we think that if I'll give the surprise to the management about other department, they will be happy. No, this is mistake. They will understand our mindset, that what is the mindset we are bringing into the meeting through the presentation. So if you can send the pre-reading and you can take the feedback, and by the way, pre-reading does not mean that you have to change the presentation. You are just taking him in confidence that I am going to present this. If you can prepare yourself, you can prepare, but I will not change the slide. So what will happen? He will think that you are trying to help him. You're not pulling his leg in the meeting. You are trying to help him. Then you are presenting something which is fact. So you are not bypassing any policies of the company. You are not manipulating numbers, but you are working together. This is what I can answer on these questions.
And what about this perception? Because we are not changing, because we remain in the auditor mode. We remain in like identifying the mistakes. Or we know because commercial business is business where they compromise on some compliance requirements. Okay, not too much, but a little bit, and we remain very strict. And now, without this document, I am not going to approve this one, for example. And then how we can change our attitude that no, we should give some support, not on the basic principle compromise, but at least some support, so that our perception should be as a helper, not as a stopper.
See, one of the things that we need to understand, the concept of finance business partnering. If you are a financial controller, if you are a finance director, if you are a CFO, it does not mean that you are a business partner, because management is creating the culture where we should work together. Finance is not the policeman always. Yes, there are some boundaries they have to take care, they have to respect their policies and compliances. But there are some human element that you should understand. We are human. We can make mistakes. Other department can make mistakes. So if you have a good relationship, good trust, and this is not happening overnight, you have to spend time. You have to show your presence in the meeting. You have to show them that I'm really helping you. You have to help them to create the forecast. If they are going down by sales by the end of the year, you should communicate to them. If you are communicating this kind of healthy culture where you are showing real business partnering with the people, and if something happen with you, they will also support you. So business partnering concept should be introduced in the company, already there. But business partnering has some misunderstanding, that people think that business partnering has separate designation or separate role. It's not. Business partnering is a mindset that can be applied by anyone, whether you are account payable accountant, you are receivable accountant, you are tax accountant, you are FP&A. Every business partnering will be applicable to anyone. It's something like this. You are working in the environment as a family. If you are partnering with your wife, you are partnering with your kids, why not you can partner with other departments in a healthy way? So if you are going with them with the helping mindset, giving mindset, clash will never come. I'm telling you, because I'm practicing it now. If you can tell them that this is something I'm presenting on your behalf, and this is, I'm communicating you are not bypassing any process. You're just helping them that this is going to happen. Take care of this.
And what could be the short formula for LinkedIn? Because normally we people, as you mentioned, that ratio of 1.33%, that the content creator are only 1.33%, including even the text one. And the population of LinkedIn is 1.2 billion users. So what is the shortest formula? Like how much time daily or weekly, and how some professional should start in initial stage, and then it will add the value as his digital footprint, and also as a value additive person in the mind of the people who are looking into his contents or her contents.
See, if you ask me, before you spend time on LinkedIn, you have to define a purpose. Why you are on LinkedIn? If you're searching job, because people are receiving a lot of CVs, they will not help you to find a job on this. But people help for you when they understand you, when they know you, that what is the value you are going to create in the LinkedIn. So if you are posting on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, I will recommend to start posting it. Whatever the experience you have, just post on the LinkedIn. It's not about politics. I remember one thing, it's very interesting fact, just because I want you to relate with this. A few months ago, one of my friend sent me message that, Nadeem, where are you? I don't see your post since many months, many years. I said, what? I'm posting on almost on a regular basis, daily basis. And then I understand that what was going wrong with him, because this was the guy who liked to share the politics stuff, who likes to share negative stuff. So I was not going into that pool. LinkedIn is not throwing me to that pool, because LinkedIn has the pool. If you are writing on FP&A, LinkedIn will keep you on FP&A pool. If you're writing on politics, it will keep you, because they don't want to discriminate someone. If you like politics, go there. You will not see other stuff. If you like FP&A, come here. You will not see other stuff. So if you are writing, be careful. Be careful. If you are writing something that it not you are, actually you're building your personal brand negatively, and people perceive you. Because in these days, even I was listening in US that whenever they want to hire a new people, they will audit their social profile, what kind of content they are sharing. And that is a dangerous point for you, because if you are working in Middle East, you are working in US, Canada, your social profile is so important in these days. They can go to your social profile and see what kind of activity you are doing. If this is not relevant to your profession, you will lose the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir, we can continue. Thank you very much for sharing this very wonderful tips.
Any other comment?
We can continue because a lot of good things still in a queue.
Yeah. So one of the skills that we don't try to learn and we don't know the power is storytelling. Story is such a powerful thing. I like give you a couple of examples that you can relate with yourself in a personal life. Even we don't have good storytelling skills when we are handling our families. we are handling our friends, we are handling our parents. We don't have that kind of things. And you will realize in coming slide that it's all about story. Your life is dependent on your story, how a story you create. So this is the picture. I understand that you can understand these are beggars, right? And when you realize that you meet many beggars on the road, on the signals, and many places, but you don't help everyone. But there is one person come to you and you give them the money. Why it is happening? Not for everyone, because the story he is telling you is touching your heart. You become emotional with the story. That's why you just take the money and hand over to him. You are not giving anybody else, you are giving selected people. And this is the power of a story of beggars. They are telling you, you are not validating if he is true or if he's not fair, he is fake, what is the background of his life. You just hear the story and help him based on his story. You don't validate if it is true or false. Another story, I don't know how many of you has seen Nike ad. If you go to the Nike ad, you will not find that Nike is trying to sell the shoes. They are not forcing you to sell the shoes. What they are doing, they are creating the commercial or ad that give you some kind of emotions, some kind of energy, and you feel that if somebody is doing these kind of things, athletics, I can do it. I should be part of it. You see yourself in their place and you assume that you are doing all these exercises, and they bring a lot of celebrities in this kind of ad, and that motivate you to buy their products, your shoes, your costumes. So if you realize, go back to some ad of Nike. I recommend you to go back and see their ad. You will not find that they are pushing you to sell the shoes. They are motivating you to be like them. Another example I'll give you. Mashud bhai, this is for you question. For example, I give you one situation. I don't know if anybody can participate. Just open the mic if somebody want to participate. For example, your father gave you the factory because father was the founder of the factory. Now he is become old. He's a heart patient, and he want you as a son to run his factory. And one day, the factory has burned. There is a fire, and complete 100% loss has happened. Now you have to tell your father this story that this happened. How will you tell this story? How will you communicate your father that this happened? I want Mashud bhai, if you can participate in this.
Yes, definitely. This is the very sad and emotional thing will be for my father. But how I need to tell the first to Bill that life is a situation where any kind of the incident happens beyond your control. But the ultimate thing is that you are still energized, live, healthy, and you can face the challenge and you can rebuild the things again. So I would like to go with this kind of storytelling that yes, we did a wonderful, we added, and we have the capacity, and the things don't matter, whatever the challenges comes on the way. And then I will end that we need to review the things and start with a new perspective due to this opportunity which happened beyond our control, and we will rebuild the things again. So I will try to go with this one.
But do you think your father will accept this sentence because loss has already happened? And
Yes.
he will go back to his memory that how he built, what was the emotion at that point of time. And when I hand over to my son, he did not continue my business. So it will not solve the problem. So anybody else can participate in this discussion. It's very interesting, by the way. I just want to shake your head.
I think Hira can join because we are not allowing the participants.
Because
If somebody is interested,
I'm not
then
convinced with your statement, but if I am the
okay.
father, I am heart patient. Maybe your statement is good, but I don't know the situation would happen.
So anybody
Yes,
from the audience, Hira, we can
yes,
switch on the mic. Yani Rizwan bhai, would you like?
yes. Actually, here, how I will approach to my father is that there was a day then when you have started this business and have handed over to me. I have tried my best to take it to the next level. However, some things happen which is not in control, or maybe the wrong estimation, and I came back to the same situation where you have started. Like I'm telling to my father. So believe me, because I am your son, that I will establish even better than this factory as you have started. I just need your support. I just need your trust on me because you have done in this in your life. So the same life I have it, and I have the capabilities transforming from you as a guidance, as a support. So hopefully I will done the same again, and I will not hurt you more. And just believe on me. Thank you.
So people are convinced on this statement as a father, Mushad bhai. Will you convinced?
See, it's a typical. We would like to listen more. Sayyid Afsar Hussain replied that I will tell him the things that you are saved and tell that we have you and the essential resource to make it again. We can do it. Any other body
See,
want to add any comment?
yeah, I was taking any comments so we can move forward because I want to give this answer now.
Yes, please. So people have started to think, and definitely your answer will
Okay.
help to further
So,
understand it.
see, the idea behind all these kind of scenarios that you have to understand a story is part of your life. It's not about only numbers as a finance professionals. We have to understand the sensitivity of story that happen in your day-to-day work. And if you can drive day-to-day work, you can drive your corporate life as well. So if you are weak in story in your day-to-day life, it's so difficult for you to manage your corporate life. So this is the important. So the answer is, Baba, we lost our factory. You go suddenly and tell them, and your father might lost. He's a heart patient, so he will not survive only with this statement. But if you tell him, Baba, God saved my life today, the factory is not bigger than his life. The factory is not bigger than his life. You can build multiple factories, but he cannot bring his son again. So if you can go with this kind of stories that can touch the emotion of your father, that at least when you say, Allah saved my life today, Baba, so you are in front of him. He is so thankful to Allah that he is saved. And then if you can tell him that this has happened, it's not bigger than you. He can survive. But if you tell them only that factory loss without having any other loss, he will not survive. So in this case, story is so sensitive because why I was telling this example, it exactly happened in my family. And the CEO went to his mother and they exactly sent the same statement that Mama, Allah saved my life today. And everything was secondary. They recover everything through insurance company. That's secondary. But the way you start your story is so important. So I will move to the next page. How many of you are working in a startup company? Anybody has the experience of a startup company? What is happening in a startup company? Because I'm telling you, I have experience of a startup company. In a startup company, they don't have any products, they don't have cash, they don't have proper office, but they have the only thing they have is the plan, cash flow. And because of this plan, they get the money from the founders, from the investors. And this is the power of a story. They have only presentation. We are just showing them plan. This is my strategy. This is my market plan. This could be my cash flow. This could be my profit. And because of these stories, they are getting millions of dollars from investors. So this is also a power of storytelling. So your idea will thrive or fade based on how effectively you tell a story. So it's so important in our life when it comes to our financial. As I give you example that start with positive things. Don't start with negative things. Story always start with positive. Negative will come automatically, but how you start, like if I give you fire example, I'm starting very politely, very intelligently. If I start that I lost my factory, I can lose my father as well. But if you start by something that can non-replaceable with the factory, that can fly. That can fly. Similarly, when you are in corporate life, if you start with something negative, your statement will listen but will not be liked. This is what I'm trying to explain you here. So there are three components of storytelling that you should understand. Number one is clarity. Ensure that your audience understands the message, because when you are bring the numbers, there are different kind of audience in the meeting room. There are some finance background, there are some non-finance. So if you are trying to explain finance numbers in the finance language to non-finance, that will not fly, that will not work. Number two is structure. Roadmap guides you audience through your story. So you have to bring some kind of flow that can engage the people in your story. And empathy, connect with your audience and how your insight impact their goal. So number one thing, clarity. Number two, structure. Number three, empathy. You should understand your audience first, that who is coming to attend your meeting. And if you know that 50% people are non-finance, 50% people are finance, you have to redesign your structure with empathy so that people can realize that you are the story you are telling them is relate to them. It's matching with their goal. They should understand why they are coming into this meeting. What is the purpose of attending the meeting? What they want to achieve from this meeting? You should have this kind of background before you go to the presentation. So this is about storytelling. So any questions before we move forward for leadership? This is a very important part that I'm going to start. Kashif.
Nadeem bhai, how some person can build this skill of the storytelling? Because it's not easy. You have to practice something, and especially the mindset of the bean counter, and then to go for the C-suite or partnership mindset. So what you guide about how to build this skill?
See, one thing you have to realize, or you have to accept, that you should be ready for the mistakes. Mistakes is not something that is negative, and we think that mistakes are negative. First thing you should understand, we can make a mistake, and the audience has different mindset. They know that you are making mistakes and you will not repeat it. So the first part is that people don't realize that mistakes is possible for anybody. And if you don't make mistakes, you will not learn. So sometimes your manager doesn't allow you to go lively in the meeting where sensitive people are sitting there. So what you can do, you can start training. What I used to do in my time when I was practicing my communication skills, I will touch this part in leadership part as well. So I used to teach the people in the company. At that time, I was very good in Excel, and I used to invite some of my colleagues, my friends in the meeting room. I teach them Excel for half an hour. I may make some presentation, 10 to 15 slides, and teach them 30 minutes. And objective was not only to teaching them. Objective was to train myself in the skills I have to build as a soft skills. So when you train someone, you improve your presentation skills, you improve your communication, time management, leadership. You can be recognized, you build your personal brand. So there are 7 to 8 skills you learn without having any certification automatically. So if I ask you, start teaching. This is the best tool you can use to improve your soft skills. You will go outside in the company, you will learn many things. Company will send you the full day training outside country, outside city, outside office. But believe me, when you come back to office, you are the same person, because that training is called escape from office. Right? So you can practice yourself if you want to really learn. And I will talk about in the leadership part that how you have to build. I will give you some practical scenarios in the coming slides. So let's move to the leadership part if you don't have any questions. So again, I'm throwing one questions. Who choose your profession? Today, I think most of us are accountants, finance professionals. Even if you are engineer, you are doctor, you are surgeon, you are engineer, you are pilot, you are doctor. Who choose your profession? Anybody can participate in the discussion? Anybody?
I think it should be by yourself. You know your passion.
Really? You choose your profession by yourself, Mashood bhai? Or there is a
Yes,
pressure?
for me, I choose my very self.
It's good.
I'm lucky.
You are lucky one. So anybody else can participate in this discussion. Who choose your profession? Any
Normally for
accountant can
me,
speak.
my family, like
Very
my
good.
elder brother
Very
and
good.
my father, they have choose this profession for me because my elder brother have done MBA, so he want his sibling to done like better accounting degree. So that's why they have recommended and they have decided. So I have to go for this.
And really, it's normal. It's normal. It's nothing wrong with it. You, because when you are taking decision, you don't have that exposure to take a decision. There are, if I ask you today's kids, 2025, my son has taken decision by himself. He want to become a mechanical engineer, despite his father is accountant. But because of so much,
Madiha raised the hand, so I am giving the opportunity one participant. So Madiha, please unmute yourself and you can raise your question or you can comment about this one. Madiha Noshad.
yes, Madhya.
Okay, you can continue because she
Okay.
messaged and then that's why it is.
So the answer is very clear. Sometimes parents told us what is stable. They know better than us because my father was an accountant. So he want me to be an accountant because if I stuck somewhere, he could have helped me. That was the mindset. It was the love behind this decision. Society praise a certain job title. They tell you, oh, CFO is very high potential, very good salary. Once you go for director finance, you will get the car and for certain kind of benefits. Friends pick a path and we followed. A good salary offer shaped the decision. So normally these are the reasons. Because of that, we choose our profession. So there are certain things where I want to bring your focus here that these are profession you take decision from outside forces because you are born with certain skills, but these skills are not part of when you are coming into this world. Society tell you that these are the profession available for that you can make some money. So not necessarily you become accountant, you can become doctor, you can become engineer. So these are skills that are forced by external forces in yourself, so you take a decision. But there are certain skills, they are inside you. They are inside you, like communication skills, public speaking, decision making, collaboration, good listening, emotional intelligence, good behavior, storytelling, as we talk about, leadership, trust. Do you think these skills we learn from outside forces or our inside is available? Because I give you one example. When you install the Windows, there are certain applications they install with the Windows, right? Along with the Windows. You just need to change the setup and activate. Sometimes your configuration is based on your environment. For example, you are born in the environment where communication is not good, so your switch is off. For example, you born in the environment where public speaking is very common. So when you grow in the schooling, you are good public speaker because you are seeing your families around you. So the configuration is on. So these are the thing that is inside us. This is the reason we call it human skills. So when you're born in this world, these skills are within you. Nobody can teach you. No book can teach you communication. If I'll give you 10 books of communication and I'll ask you, have you read these 10 books? Are you a good communicator? Answer will be maybe no, maybe yes. But if you go to CMA, there are 90% chance you can become a good accountant because this is external forces that forcing you to learn something that will help you to make money. This is the only reason of technical skills. But soft skills are human skills. Everybody should have it. So leadership is one of the skills that is inside you. I give you one example, and I want you to start practicing. Create the WhatsApp group and start leading it. What will happen? You will start your leadership practices automatically without having any certification. So what will happen when you create the WhatsApp group? People will join them, and there are certain people, they will not join you. Why they will not join you? Because they don't trust you. They think that you will not add the value. But the people are joining your group, they have trust on you. They will think that you will create the value. You will manage the group. Any conflict will come, this guy can manage. If people has this kind of trust on you, they will join the WhatsApp group. It's mean you have to show your leadership skills within the WhatsApp group. And this is so practical. You don't need to go for any institute to learn leadership skills. You can make mistakes by not spending anything. Just create the WhatsApp group and take the responsibility, and you will test yourself automatically that how many people are joining you. Test it, and you will realize that are you a good leader or not? What is your branding? How people trust you around you? If somebody is praising you all the time, is he joining a group or not? And how much time he will stay here? Maybe after 2 days, he will find there is no value, he will leave. So it's not an easy thing. Leadership is a matter of responsibility. If you want to become a leader, you have to take a responsibility in a way that people will start trusting you. People should rely on you. People should think that this guy can help me if I'm in a difficult position. It's not about your position. It's not about your title. It's not about how much money you have. It's about how much people trust on you. So leadership mindset is the way leaders think, feel, and act with clarity, accountability, and purpose. This is the basic definition. So leadership is about creating two things: inspiration and result. If you can inspire someone, for example, if I am coaching someone, people see me that I am teaching the way I am teaching, people are getting benefit on this. And because of this action, people can start teaching. They are inspired from me. So that is the reason that I can show my leadership skills, because I'm aspiring and I'm producing result. If I'm teaching something, people are getting benefit. So if they are not getting benefit as a result, it's a weak leadership. So there are two things only that I learned in my life: inspiration and the result. If you can produce these two things, you can show your good leadership skills. So leadership is one of the essential skills you need to achieve certain positions, specifically senior and strategic role. If I give you this slide, one thing, we spend a lot of time in learning many things. We are learning taxes, we are learning accounting, IFRS. Similarly, there is one skill that we need to learn is leadership, which is in the red color. So if you are spending time on learning budgeting, reporting, decision making, IFRS, try to spend some time to activate the switch of leadership within you. And that will help you a lot, especially when you're going into the senior roles. So this is very important chart. I want you to focus with me because we make a lot of mistakes when we start our career. So when we start our career, we focus on two things: our technical skills and our soft skills, which we talked about earlier. So what happened when we start our career? Obviously, our soft skills are not at that level. It contribute only 20%, and 80% contribute only technical skills. Because when you are starting your job in a company, your soft skills is not so important at that point of time. Your technical skills so important because you are newcomer, and the only thing they can assess you on your accounting, your technical skills, they can assess, but they cannot. You are not in position to justify your soft skills because you are newcomer in this company. But when you, after spending 5 years in the same company or different company, your focus should shift. You do not need to focus 80% on your technical skills. It does not mean you are leaving your technical skills. It's mean your focus should shift 50% to soft skills, because you are coming into some senior level position, middle management position, where leadership skills will become more important than technical skills. But if you go to the 15 plus years, another change will come. where you have to spend your 80% of focus on soft skills and 20% focus on technical skills. If you are a CFO, you are a director, so company don't care how knowledgeable you are in accounting, but they will take care of how decision you are taking, how you are managing your team, how you are helping company for strategic decisions. So these are the skills that is become more important. If you are not shifting your focus in this direction, you will not grow. Believe me, you will not grow. There is a fact which is we need to accept and we need to learn. Your salary is not decided by who you are, but by what you do. If you are a double qualified, you are 20 experience, but if you are not doing certain kind of things that has a high value, you will not grow. And people make a lot of mistakes on this. They think that I'm working in this company since 20 years and suddenly one person came, Jumma 8 din hue, he grow suddenly. Why it's happening? Maybe it's a difference of nature of job. You are working as an accountant, payable accountant, and there is a salary of payable accountant. If you are working 20 years, 25 years, you will not cross that salary. So we need to take a decision. Where are we standing right now? So accountant is not a bad job, but expectation to grow, you have to think differently. So I tell you, there are two kinds of tasks in every organization. There are high value tasks and there are low value tasks. Don't take negative or low value tasks, but I'm trying to explain you that what is the mistake people make when they are not growing. So low value task, I call it manual data entry and reconciliations, routine report generation without analysis, basic invoice process, AP, AR management, managing expenses claim, these kind of things. I think, I don't know how many of you agree with this, but I call it low value tasks where always salary structure is low. But what are the high value tasks? And I call it comfort zone because people are working on a routine job. They know how many entry they have to do. They have to monthly reconciliation. They have fixed things, fixed schedule the whole day. And after 5:30 or 6 o'clock, they leave to the company and they are living in their happy life in the comfort zone. But there are another thing that we need to understand. In the same organization, we have certain tasks that has the high value, that including strategic FP&A, financial planning and analysis, business partnering and decision support, investment analysis, cost management, risk management, digital transformation, treasury and working capital, performance management, leadership and people development. So these are the high value tasks. So taking this task is not easy. So you have to leave your comfort zone, because if you are starting your job as an accountant of AP of AR, it's not necessary you are starting and you are ending with the same position. You have to move forward because you are qualified CMA. You have learned all these things. You have to show your potential to the company. You have to go voluntarily that I want to involve in this kind of process. When you go into these processes, definitely this is called high value task and everybody knows it. And automatically your growth will go fast accordingly. So your value is not in your role, it's in your result you produce. So thank you so much for this presentation. If you want to join my community and you want to connect me with LinkedIn, you can take this QR code and let's connect and collaborate. Thank you so much, Mashud Bhai, for this presentation.
Thank you very much, Nadeem bhai. There is one question. Keep this, so if somebody want to scan,
Yeah.
you can keep this open. So the question is that sometimes it happens that you are trying to build the relationship and partnering with the other departments in an organization and your boss don't like it. So how to manage this situation? One colleague asked this question that your boss is hating about this attitude and you know this is important, and then how to balancing between these two approaches?
See, not everything you are doing in company you have to tell your boss.
Okay.
There are certain
So-
things, there are some emotions with certain people. Maybe sometime it happens that you don't have good understanding with your immediate boss, but you have the good understanding with your boss of your boss. Because you have to find a connector. I give you one example. In Saudi Arabia, we are living, there is a concept of calling son name to to the person, Abu Hamza, Abu Ruhail. So this is very beautiful concept. We should know, for example, if I know the son name of my boss, and I'm asking him, how is your son? This is one statement. If I ask him, how is Ruhail? There is both sentence has different emotion. If you ask them by name, his son, for example, he is studying somewhere and result is announced, you call him, how is Hamza result? He is going good. And he says, how is your son? So there are different emotions, So you build your emotion by your stories. So that help you a lot. I'm not asking you to go and उनके साथ वो कर दें जो नेगेटिव होता है, लेकिन ये कि you go with them and ask them that how is your son name is Ruhail. Call his son name. So these small things you can do. If you are going to lunch, collaborate with lunch, attend the lunch with different people, because when they are on lunch, they are not wearing their cap. Whether they are CEO or CFO, they are very normal people during the lunch time. You can take a permission and ask them, I want to sit with you for lunch. We can invite you. So these kind of things will help you to build the relationship in the company. It's not necessary you are creating intention to build the relationship. Your action will allow them to catch you. If I am a trainer in my company, so I'm known for a trainer, everybody will know me. Even I will build relation or not, because whenever I go, I start trainings. This is my habit, and this is my personal brand in my every company when I'm going. I started my first company where I started Excel training, where I built my personal brand, and that was the brand I built that company. Other company I was training for business partnering. Third company I am building FP&A. So if you are building this kind of activity, what will happen? Your HR will engage with you in these kind of things, and HR will announce you, and they will talk about you when you are not in the room. That Nadeem is taking this kind of initiative, and this communication will happen when you are not there even. So believe me, this is so powerful. Learn storytelling. This will help you a lot.
And Nadeem bhai, because normally we as a community, sometimes I notice that we don't appreciate others. Yani just one message on the birthday, or suppose as you message. I remember when you talked about one time on the LinkedIn about your son. So I immediately appreciated and congratulate. So this kind of things, why? How much it cost a time or pain? Because it's a very easy to build the relation, to ask. Even I notice yani each week on Monday morning, I visited my all colleagues just to say hello, hi, how are you, how's family, how was the weekend, and just it's just maybe 30-minute job. Okay, not with all the people, but the key people where I'm supposed to interact with the other departments. But it impacts a lot. You know that his son is graduating. You know his son is on vacation. Our family went back to suppose country. How was the visit and all this? Why we are not doing this as a finance overall? I noticed, and as a community as well, we don't appreciate. We don't engage with the people on these minor things which don't cost us a lot.
So there is a fact that we are born to see the negative things. This is human nature. If you want to see the positive things, you have to push yourself. Negative things are easy. You can tell negativity, you can spread negativity, it's easy. But you have to push yourself when you promising yourself that I will not spread negativity. Then there is a problem. This is a very difficult task you are taking on yourself. So you have, it's a game of mindset. There are many people, you will find them, there is 99% good thing and one is negative. And this negative person can catch this negativity. And there are certain person, you will throw them in any environment, they will find the positivity. So spread the positivity, and this is one of our responsibility, believe me, as a senior managers or senior accountants, to help the junior accountants. Because when you will leave this world, your legacy should live here. People should remember you. I was reading a book of Stephen Covey, where he has given very strong concept to keep the ends in mind. For example, if you die today, from this world you gone, and people are standing around your grave, what they are talking about? You cannot have option to change them at that point of time, but you can change or build something today So you will take an action from today in order to get the right feedback or right comment when you will die from this world. So think like this, so things will become very easy.
So you reminded me a very well saying that take care of your thoughts, it will take care of your words. Take
Definitely.
care of your words, it will take care of your actions. Take care of your actions, it will take care of your habits. And take care of your habits, it will take care of your character. So I
Exactly.
think it's all started from the what you very well says as a philosophy, mindset matters. I think that is
Mindset
very
matters.
good
Matters.
base and complete philosophy. So thank you very much, Nadeem Bhai. It's a really wonderful, and I just want to share with the participants that since 1 month we were having all this planning, and he's very engaged person, and this is free of cost. Being a ICMAP's colleague, he said that I would love to serve my community, and that's why we are very thankful to you. I would request our chairman, branch council, Mr. Muhammad Rizwan Sohel, to say some and words, nice words to Sayyid Nadeem and all our participants. Sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mashhur Bhai. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. On behalf of UAE Branch Council, I warmly congratulate to you and the entire team of CPD for arranging back-to-back webinars with a short period of time. Special thanks to our honorable guest, Mr. Sayyid Nadeem. He is an honorable member of ICMA International for his valuable time and insightful information that on a very important topic of personal branding and how to transform the personal branding into your personal growth momentum. I am very grateful to all the members who have contributed and joined this webinar to make this very successful. A very sincere appreciation to my fellow head office team, which includes Mr. Asim, Mr. Shams, Ms. Hira, for making arrangements and support for to make this event very successful. In the end, I would like to say thanks every single person, either it's a member of head office team, for their valuable support for making this happen. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mashhur sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And once again, I will say thanks to Ms. Hira, Mr. Shafiq, Mr. Asim, Mr. Shams, and all other colleagues from the head office team, which are continuously supporting us. It's not one day job which you are looking now. It's a continuous engagement and support with each other. And ultimately, the contribution from each person is making this wonderful session. And the purpose of, believe me, our all these efforts is just to share the knowledge, what is happening, what is going to happen if you will follow some different approach, and what is our objective behind it, that maybe we learned from the mistakes, and after losing something and paying some price or pain, and the future, our colleagues, our generation, inshallah, they should not suffer from that one. And the purpose is that they should learn, they should be better than us, and they should also be developed in a way that they can help the others. In the end, I would request Nadeem Bhai, if you want to say something as a piece of advice to all our colleagues, our listeners, participants, and the future, our leaders.
Thank you so much for this amazing session. I really enjoyed the discussion and participation for everybody. And the only thing I can say that we have a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills we have, but the only thing I think normally is missing in us is just how to sell our knowledge. So I advise everybody to learn to sell, how to sell your knowledge, because this is the only asset you have that can contribute in terms of jobs or business, anything. So if you know your capability and if you know your products, which I call it products in knowledge, experience, and skills, so learn to sell it. If you can sell it better, there are a lot of buyer, they will pay you the price that you want. So this is what I can tell you. Thank you so much.
And thank you. I will end this session with the quote. If you are not a brand, then you are a commodity. So the choice is yours. You want to be a commodity or you want to be a brand. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Keep shining. Keep learning. Keep sharing. Keep contributing. Thank you, all of you, and have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you so much.